Namaskar. Keshav Clayton Horton here with a short asana class for those who are fasting. This is an energizing class focusing on the detoxification of the digestive system and the activation of the lymphatic system. Again, it's an energizing class based on the yoga tradition of Krishnamacharya and the Joyce family of South India. We'll be breathing through the nose the whole class. And this is an all levels class, so beginners and intermediate and advanced students can participate. Please make sure that you check with your doctor to make sure that your present condition and constitution, that it's appropriate for you to practice asana, practice yoga. We'll be breathing through the nose the whole class, and I'll be providing some modifications for the more challenging poses. Okay, let's get started. Please come to the top of the mat with your feet together. We'll have one Om together. And feel the sound of the Om chant throughout the whole body and head. Feel the chant resonating and vibrating and awakening the whole body. Om. Very good. Exhale, arms down to the sides. We'll begin with Surya Namaskara, feet together at the top of the mat. Exhale. And then inhaling through the nose, arms up, hands together, look up at the thumbs. Exhale, bend forward. Try to straighten the legs and drop the head. Inhale, inhale, head up, look forward. Come onto your fingertips or hands on the shins. And then exhale, hands flat and walk back to Chaturanga, or knees, chest, and chin down, okay? Then press down with the toes, come forward and up into upward dog or cobra. This is cobra here, I'm lifting the chest. And then curling the toes under, come onto the knees and press back into downward dog position. Exhale. Maybe walk the feet forward a little bit. The hands are flat, fingers spread wide. The arms are long and straight as we press the hips straight back. Drop the head and look towards the tops of the thighs or the waistline, navel area. One, deep breathing through the nose. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend the knees a little, look forward. Inhale, walk forward, feet together, head up. Exhale, forward bending, drop the head. Now inhale up to standing, arms overhead, palms together, look to your thumbs. And exhale, Samastitihi. Number 2, inhale, arms up, hands together, look to the thumbs. Exhale, bend forward, drop the head, straighten the legs. Inhale, head up, look forward. Exhale, walk or jump back to Chaturanga, push-up position. Knees, chin, chest. Inhale forward and up into upward dog or cobra like I showed you last round. Exhale, roll over the toes to the downward dog position. And we'll stay here 5 breaths. 1, 2, press the rib cage and spine up and back. 3, the feet are straight, big toes pointed straight ahead. 4, 5. Inhale, walk or jump forward, feet together, head up. Exhale, forward bending, drop the head. Inhale, arms up to standing, lift the chest with a big inhale. And exhale, arms down to your sides. Okay, very good. We'll do one more. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, arms up, ground the feet to lift the chest. Exhale, forward, drop the head. Inhale, head up, look forward. Exhale, walk or jump back to Chaturanga, push-up position. Inhale, forward and up into upward dog, tops of the feet on the ground. Lift the chest, shoulders back. Exhale, roll over the toes for downward dog. 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, bend the knees, looking forward. Inhale, walk or jump forward, feet together, head up. Exhale, forward, bending, drop the head. Inhale, arms up to standing. And exhale, arms at your sides, Samastitihi, we call this position. Okay, now Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, bend your knees, arms up, hands together, look to the thumbs. Exhale, forward, bending again, drop the head. Inhale, head up, look forward. Exhale, walk or jump back to Chaturanga push-up position, or knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Here's the cobra again. Exhale, roll over the toes to downward dog. Now we're going to bring the right foot forward between the hands. Maybe grab the ankle and bring it forward if you need to. Back left heel is on the ground. The hips are low. Inhale, the arms up, hands together, look up at the thumbs. Exhale, hands down, lift the left heel. Exhale, the right leg back to Chaturanga, push-up position. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Here's cobra version. Exhale, roll over the toes to downward dog. Now left foot forward between the hands. Back heel on the ground, hips low. Inhale, arms up, hands together, look up at your thumbs. Exhale, hands down, left leg back to Chaturanga, push-up position. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Here's the cobra on my beginner's version. And exhale, back to the downward dog. 1, deep full breath, big inhale, and deep exhales. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knees a little, look forward. Inhale, walk or jump forward, feet together, head up halfway at the top of the mat. Exhale, forward bending, drop the head. And like in the beginning, inhale, bend the knees, arms up, hands together, look to your thumbs. And exhale, Samastitihi. Very good. Now we'll do 2 more, but a little bit faster. Okay? Inhale, bend the knees, arms up. Exhale, forward bending, drop the head. Inhale, head up, look forward. Exhale, back to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Now right foot forward between the hands. Inhale, arms up, look to your thumbs, big inhale. Exhale, hands down, right leg back to Chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now left foot forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, left leg back to the Chaturanga position. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Stay here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knees a little bit. Inhale, walk or jump forward, feet together, head up. Exhale, forward bending. Inhale, bend your knees, arms up. Exhale to standing. Take a rest breath here. And we'll do 1 more if you like. Exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, arms up, hands together, look to the thumbs. Exhale, forward bending, drop the head. Inhale, head up, look forward. Exhale, back to Chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now right foot forward, back heel down on the ground. Inhale, arms up, separate your toes for good balance. Exhale, hands down, right leg back to Chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now left foot forward. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, down, left leg back to Chaturanga. Big inhale, upward dog. Lift the navel and chest. Exhale, roll over the toes to downward dog. One, two, three, four, five. Inhale, walk or jump forward, feet together, head up, look forward. Exhale, forward bending, drop the head. Inhale, bend the knees, arms up. Exhale to standing. Okay, very good. For some of you, that's maybe just plenty. We'll continue here as we sit down for some seated postures. This first pose is Paschimottanasana. Let's get the sit bones on the ground. With the knees bent a little bit, or you can use a towel. We're going to come forward and grab the big toes with the thumbs and first two fingers. Grounding the sit bones, sitting up straight. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, pull on the toes. Go forward, bring the chest towards the knees, and look forward at your feet. Free breathing through the nose. 1, 2. Some slight pressure in the abdominal area as the lower belly is awoken with what we call Uddiyana Bandha. 3, 4. The pelvic floor musculature is awoken a little bit with what we call Mula Bandha. 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, come up, and we'll go straight into a counter pose or an opposite pose called Purvottanasana. The legs are together, the feet are pointed down, the hands are back 1 foot behind you, with the fingers spread wide, fingers pointed towards us, okay? On an inhale, we're gonna lift up the hips and drop the head back. Here we go. Inhale, lift up the hips, drop the head back, look up, deep breathing, free breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, come down, and we'll do what we call a jump back, transition between postures. Exhale, cross your ankles, and bring your hands right in front of your feet. Bringing the head forward, bringing weight onto the hands and feet. Inhale, forward and up, lift up the hips. Exhale, walk or hop back to Chaturanga, push-up position with knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, upward dog with cobra. I'll do cobra here as a beginner's version. And now exhale onto the knees, curl the toes under, back to downward dog. One more breath in downward dog. Exhale. And on an inhale, walk or hop forward to a seated position and sit down, legs out in front. Next, we'll do a classic posture, Janu Shirshasana, the head to knee pose. Bend the right leg like this. Right knee bent out to the side. Thighs at about a 90-degree angle or so. And with both hands or a towel, grab your left foot. Both sit bones grounded. Inhale, sit up long and tall. And then exhale, slowly pull on the foot and bring the heart and head towards the knee. Free breathing, look forward at the foot. 1, gently pulling on the foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. All right, so we'll turn this into what I call Janu Shirshasana D. This is a variation. Bring the left hand onto the right knee. Inhale the right arm up. Look up at the right hand. Really lift that right rib cage up, right rib cage up. And then slowly exhaling, Bring the left shoulder towards the left knee and the right hand on top of the left toes. The head is underneath the arm in a side bend here for 1. You can maybe grab the foot if you want and look up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up and change legs. Straighten the right leg, bend the left knee. Janu Shirshasana A, second side. Get the sit bones on the ground. Grab the right foot with both hands and he'll sit up straight and long. And on an exhale, pull both rib cages forward. Head and heart towards the knee and shin. Look forward at the right foot. 1, press the left hip and sit bone back and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Inhale, come up and release. Now for the side bend variation, what I call Janu Shirshasana D. Put the right hand on the left knee. Lift the left arm up. Lift that left rib cage. Look up at the hand. 1 more breath. Really get long and tall in the spine. And then exhale, bring the right shoulder to the right knee. And left hand on top of the right toes. Look up at the elbow or the ceiling above for 1, 2, 3. More advanced students can grab the foot. 4 and 5. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, cross your ankles. We'll slowly jump back. Hands in front of the feet, underneath the knees. Inhale, forward and up. Lift up the hips. Exhale, walk or hop back to Chaturanga push-up position. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. This is cobra. Exhale, roll over the toes, curl the toes under. And we're in downward dog now. Take a breath, extra breath. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, walk or hop forward to seated position. For Marichasana A, bend the right knee like this with the sole of the foot on the ground, right knee pointed up towards the ceiling. And about 5 or 6 inches between the left leg and the right foot, because we're going to come forward. Bring the right arm on the inside of the right knee. Lean forward as if to bring the right armpit towards the knee. Make your right arm super long. Okay. Beginner's version is to hands on the shin or grab the foot. The full pose version, with this long right arm, we'll take it behind us and hold hands behind the back. You can use a towel or a strap to help you bind if you need to. With a long, tall spine, we'll exhale the chest and chin forward. Look forward at your foot. 1, still eyes and soft face, free breathing through the nose. 2, it's okay to have the right sit bone off the ground, but we're extending forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release, change sides. Sole of the left foot on the ground, about 5 or 6 inches between the right leg and left foot. Sit up, lean forward with the left arm on the inside of the left knee, and make your left arm super long as you bring the armpit towards the knee. Hold the foot as a variation or the ankle, but full pose will bind behind the back. You can use a towel to help if you need to. And exhale forward, like you're bringing the heart to the knee, chin to the shin. Look forward at your right foot. 1, still eyes and soft face, what we call the meditative use of the eyes. 2, 3, 4, 8 breaths here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release and straighten the right leg. And we'll go straight into Marichyasana C. It's the same pose, bending the right knee like this, but instead of coming forward, we're going to twist to the right. Okay? So with the right hand behind you, come on your fingertips, lift the chest, maybe bring the left hand onto the right knee, and press the knee away, twisting the spine, twisting the rib cage, twisting the shoulders, looking back behind you. The left foot is pointed straight up. This is level 1 version. Level 2, you can bring the arm on the outside of the knee, lift the chest and press the knee away more. Be sure and lift the right rib cage. Full pose may be binding behind the back. But lift the chest, shoulders down, look back. 1, 2, 3. Draw the navel in towards the spine a little. 4, that will help you twist. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Exhale, release. Very good. Let's do the second side. Bend the left knee. Put the right hand on the left knee and the left hand behind you. Lift the chest. Bring this left rib cage up and back. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Press the left knee over to the right. Maybe bring the arm, the whole arm, on the outside of that left knee. Keep lifting the chest and pressing the knee away. Look back. Draw that navel in towards the spine for a good twist, detoxing the internal organs there. Full pose, we can bind behind the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, still eyes, quieting the mind. 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, let go. We'll slowly cycle through a vinyasa jump back, we call it. Exhale, cross the ankles, bring the feet in. Hands on the ground. Inhale, lift up the hips forward and up. Exhale, walk back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog to cobra. I'll do upward dog this time. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale forward to a seated position. Walk or hop forward. And next we have a Hatha Yoga favorite, Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose. Okay? This will help open up the lymphatic tracts and nodes on the inner groin area. So bend both knees and bring the heels towards you. If your knees are super high, pointed up towards the ceiling, I suggest sitting on a pillow, a block, or a bolster. With the thumbs inside the arches, open the feet up like a book. Curl your toes back. We want to get the sit bones on the ground as much as possible. That's what a block or a pillow comes in handy if we're not so super flexible. Okay, so sitting up with a tall spine for several breaths here. Pull the feet towards you gently to help the pelvis tilt forward and the spine lengthen upwards. Elbows in towards the waist, shoulders back and down. Drop the chin a little. Be still and breathe, surrendering tension in the musculature. See if you can soften a little each exhale. Several breaths here, 2 more breaths actually, then we'll come forward into the actual pose. Okay, now continuing to pull gently on the feet, slowly bring the spine straight forward, bringing the heart towards the toes, and the throat and head forward like a turtle. You can press the elbows down on the inner thighs for 1, look down the nose at a spot on the ground. 2, maybe coming a tiny bit forward each exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Inhale, come up. Exhale, cross your ankles, bring the feet in. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, walk back, knees, chest, and chin down, or chaturanga, push-up position. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. This is cobra. Exhale with the knees on the ground, curl the toes under, then lift the knees to downward dog. That's a beginner's version of all that. Take an extra breath. Exhale, look forward. We're going to come into pigeon now. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the ceiling, and exhale the right ankle towards the left wrist like this as the knee comes forward between the hands. Drop the left knee on the ground, both knees on the ground, top of the left foot on the ground, and here we are in pigeon pose. Wow. This is a great pose, sometimes painful. If you need to, you can put a block or a pillow underneath the right hip. So here we are in pigeon pose. Come onto your fingertips. Maybe crawl the hands back a little bit with bent elbows. Why do they call it pigeon? Because the pigeon has a big open chest. Kapota. Kapota Asana. All right. Now, lift the chest, shoulders back and down. Big breath in the chest, just looking forward for a few breaths here. Really lengthening that inner left groin, huh? A lot of lymphatic activation in that area, for sure, and the chest as well. Big breath here, really puff up the chest. On a big inhale, and now let's come forward. Crawl the hands forward. Come onto the elbows. Maybe forehead down on the ground. If you want a little bit more intensity in the stretching of this right hip, you can bring your right ankle forward. Softening 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. Bring the hands back. Curl the left toes under. Inhale, lift up the hip. Exhale, downward dog. And transition to the other side. Yes. Okay, inhale, lift the left leg up. Don't kick any furniture in the house. And now, exhale the left ankle towards the right wrist. Knee in between the hands, like that. Both knees down on the ground. Top of the right foot on the ground. Crawl the hands back a little bit, lift the chest, bend the elbows. Ooh, yeah. Lengthening that inner right groin. Maybe put a pillow or block underneath the left hip if you need to. Shoulders back and down, chest lifted. Work with your breath here to soften the body. Now let's come forward. Walk the hands forward, come onto the elbows, or walk the hands forward even more and put the head down on the ground. I like to press down with the small left pinky toe and the outside of the left foot here to activate the whole line from the small pinky toe to the sacrum. Softening with the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift the head and chest, crawl the hands back. Curl the right toes under, lifting the head. Inhale, lift up the hips, and exhale to downward dog. Inhale, downward dog. And exhale, come down onto your knees and hands for our next pose call Mayurasana, the peacock pose. This is quite a challenging pose, and we won't do the traditional Ashtanga version. This will do a beginner's version, entrance into the pose. So I'm on my knees. Watch me do this first, and then we'll all do it together, okay? I'll come onto the knees with the hands together, fingers pointed back, palms flat. Let me scoot back a little bit so my head stays in the camera view. So my elbows are super close, my palms are flat. I'm going to bring my head and torso and navel forward. I'm going to put my navel on my elbows. Navel on my elbows, lean forward that much. Lift up the head, and then lift up the legs. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come down. That's the version, okay? Now, if you need a more beginner's version, we can do it this way. Bringing the navel forward, but keep the knees bent and try to lift the knees and the feet, okay? Why do we do this pose? It brings intense pressure on the navel and Manipura chakra area, the intestines, colon area, okay? It helps us with our digestion, prevent constipation. Okay, you guys ready? So on the knees, put the hands down. Hands super close, fingers pointed towards your knees. Now the head's going to come forward, chest forward, navel forward, elbows in close. Put the navel on the elbows. Lean way forward with the head. Lift the head, then lift the knees, then try to lift up the feet. Very strong fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come down onto your knees. Turn your hands around. Exhale, knees, chin, and chest down. And come into Sphinx pose. This is Sphinx. You ever seen the Sphinx? This is what he does. Okay, the palms are flat. And these elbows are right underneath the shoulders. The arm bones are straight up and down. It's kind of a relaxing upward dog, kind of a precursor to a back bend. So ground the elbows, lift the chest, lift the collarbones, and look forward down the nose, and the spot on the ground, and just relax. And put the elbows out to the side, and let's do a little rest here. Put the head down. We've been fasting. We may not have that much mojo. You gotta be kind to yourself here. Got to be kind to yourself. So anytime practicing asana, especially when you're fasting, just be honest with yourself and be kind and take a break whenever you need to. Next pose is Dhanurasana, bow pose. Again, intense pressure in the abdominal area, stimulating Manipura chakra, stimulating digestive detoxification. Okay, bend the knees and grab your ankles, hands on the outsides of the ankles with the thumbs on the insides. Now with the feet kind of together, knees kind of together, squeeze the shoulder blades towards themselves and lift the feet up towards the ceiling. Lift the chest, keep the navel on the ground, but look forward down the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, lift up, 5, that's enough. Exhale, come down. Curl the toes under. Inhale forward and up into upward dog or cobra. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale, walk forward and sit down. Next, we'll do a classic posture called Sadvangasana, which is excellent for the glands in the throat, the thyroid gland and other glands and subglands in that area. Now, we'll do a couple different versions of it. Beginner's version is to lie down on your back with the legs straight up towards the ceiling. Okay. Now, another version of this is the very same pose, but you're at the wall. And your sit bones are at the wall and the legs go straight up to the wall. This version is called Viparita Kirani. And the way to come into that is you bring your hip up against the wall, and then lie down and spin the legs up the wall. So your sit bones are right at the wall that way, okay? So let me continue in guiding us all through Sadhangasana shoulder stand. My palms are flat on the ground beside me. Now press down with your palms, and exhale the legs back behind you into what we call Halasana, plow pose. Interlace your fingers and straighten the arms to bring the elbows close. Maybe wiggle the shoulder blades towards the spine one at a time. Then everybody bend the elbows and bring the palms flat to the lower back. Lift both legs up towards the ceiling. Very good. And try to get straight up. Straight up means that the feet are on top of your hips. And today let's look up towards the toes. Soften the throat a lot. Let the blood from the legs and the torso come into the brain and the glands in the throat with a soft throat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you need to get taller or straighter, crawl the hands towards the shoulder blades. 8, 9, 10. We'll go to 15 breaths here. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Exhale the legs back behind you again into Halasana plow position. Keep the hands at the waist, but if the feet are able to come onto the ground, straighten your legs and interlace your fingers behind you, hands on the ground. Stay here for 8 breaths. 1, 2. Halasana plow pose, great for the kidneys and adrenal glands. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bend the knees, Karnapidasana, as if you're going to squeeze your ears with your knees. Feet together, if you can. Several breaths here. And then release your fingers. Release the hands from the lower back. And roll up to a seated position. Inhale, roll up to a seated position. And we'll do what I call upward facing lotus. When we do yoga postures, we often do one pose and then a complementary or opposite pose. So in the shoulder stand sequence, we just close the front of the throat, and now we'll open it. Instead of Matsyasana, we'll do upward facing lotus. So with the fingers together, bring the hands back behind you, upward facing lotus. Elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades back towards themselves. Keep the hips on the ground, bring the neck back, lift the chin and look straight up. 1, lengthening the front of the neck, lifting the heart. 2, breathing into the heart chakra, center of the heart. 3, center of the chest. 4, 5. Make it comfortable, make it feel good, make some adjustments if you need to. 6, 7, and 8. Inhale, come up. Bring the hands on the knees, palms turned up. Index fingers and thumbs united in what we call chin mudra. Lift the chest, but shoulders down. Drop the chin a little. Look down your nose as if you're going to look to the center of the chest or down on the yoga mat. Still your eyes, free breathing. Deepen and slow down the breath. 1. Soften the face and upper lip. 2. Lengthen the breath like we lengthen the body while stretching. 3. 4. And 5. If you like, you can close your eyes and sit maybe a little longer. But for the completion of our class, we'll lie down on our back now in what we call Sukhasana or Shavasana, final relaxation. I'll turn around and lie down on my back and take rest for about 5 or 10 minutes, okay? So go ahead and lie down and I'll bring you out of it when we're through, okay? Lie down on your back, arms at your sides, palms turned up. Close the eyes. Bring your attention between the eyebrows or the center of the heart. And keep it there. Try to keep it there throughout the whole relaxation period. Deep surrender. Surrendering to gravity. Whole body completely relaxed. Om Shanti. Take a deep breath and begin to move your fingers and toes, and hands and feet. Gently move the head from side to side. And then slowly roll onto your right side. Stay here for a breath or two. And slowly pick yourself up. And come to a seated position. We'll have one Om together. Om. Thank you very much for joining. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and check out our website and Facebook page for upcoming fasting events. It was nice working with you today. Hope to see you soon. Please check out our next video, which is on chakra balancing and harmonization and relaxation fasting asana video. This is based on the Raja Hiriraja style of Ashtavakasana and the Narada Marga. I'm Keshava Clayton Horton. Namaskar.